Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zoya and I am from India. I am a North Indian and I love to code projects on Scratch. You can visit my profile on Scratch in the link given in the below comments. I like to watch YouTube and I watch the videos of a talented YouTubers which are trick and sound that Indian viewers might be knowing. Here on this channel, you will get almost everything which is of my capacity, like vlogs, tutorials, roleplays, educational, dance, poems, singing, gaming, I don't play GT and all that stuff, art and craft and etc. I'm 12 and my birthday is on August 24th. I'm in 6th, soon in 7th. So today's topic is how to get started on the school program called Scratch. If you have heard about it, so you might be knowing that you can code projects, games, programs and stories on it. If you don't know, I am here. I can tell you how can a beginner start on Scratch. So first, let's know the buttons. Here you can see there's a blank white area to the right. That's called the stage, where you make the project placed. The green flag you see over the stage called start button. As you see over here, start or go. Just to the right side of the start button is a red button called stop, the stop button. Now the left side of the stage is a white blank area too, where you code your blocks. Now if there is a button below the coding area, it will be written as a backpack. It helps in transferring blocks, backgrounds and characters to other projects. The blue bar on the top has some important buttons such as save, over here, which it is, load a project from the computer button, default languages, extensions of which we will know further, project name and tutorials. The tutorials will help you in some projects in a decent and a small way if you're using Scratch website known as scratch.mit.edu. There will be with the Scratch profile, so there will be one more button known as share, which makes sharing a project with the Scratch community users. Here it is. Now we will know the blocks. So to get started with a project, we have to select from the even section. It tells how the code would start, like with clicking it or switching backdrops or receiving some message. When you start with a new project, so it has the default character of Scratch called Scratch Cat, or by default the Sprite 1. In Scratch, characters are called as sprites. The backgrounds are known as backdrops. So to start with the basic code, I will delete Sprite Cat by hovering the mouse over it and clicking on the bin shape button. So I will click on the option on the side with the sign of a character. This is from where we select sprites. So let's click here and now we can select some characters. You can hover the mouse pointer on any Scratch to see if it has any other animations or costume as known in Scratch. So I'll choose Abby. It has other costumes so I can explain well. So after choosing it, we have it here on the stage. Now I'll tell the sprite settings. So there are some options such as size, the sprite's X and the sprite's Y position. Now in Scratch, the Y position is known as the vertical measure and X is known as a horizontal measure. Like if we put it here, it changes here. Like if I put it here, so that gets changes. If I put it here, then also it changes. That's the positions which help them move to particular places. Also, the sprite name is also written over there. We can rename them by clicking on it and writing the desired name. Like I can change this name to somewhat like Rapunzel. So for now I will change it to Abby. Okay, so you can do this. And after that, also there's a setting called direction, which shows that what direction is the sprite pointing to. We can change it by clicking on it and choosing the accurate one from the chart given here or typing it. Like if you select it, so here comes the chart and we can select it anyway. Spinning Abby, go brrr. Okay, so or we can also write it, like I can write 90, so it changes. Write 180, or I'll say it changes. So you can do both ways. Lastly, it has the options called show and hide, which has an eye symbol. So on clicking on the crossed eye, it hides the sprite, and by clicking on the normal eye, it shows it back. Now we can start with the code. So first we need to go to events option, which helps in starting your code. So first we need to go to the events option from the left side of the screen. From the events option, you can select the code blocks which help in starting your code. This can never be used in between or end. It's always the first. Now we will select the when green flag clicked. That works when the green flag is clicked. That's the code. So we'll drag out this button when green flag clicked. We can go to the looks option and select say hello. Like we go here and say hello. These are two buttons. One is when we can say it for a particular duration, like it is written 2 seconds, I can edit it to 3 seconds, 4 seconds or anything. That's way too long I have written. Okay, so and if we can also change the text over here, like I'll change this to 2 over here, and then I can change the text hello all. Hello all, I've changed it. So we can do it. And when we click on the green flag, so the code gets started. See, it says hello all for 2 seconds. So if we select this option, say hello, which has no particular duration, so what it does is that it will say that thing for forever until it has stopped, like until the code is being stopped. So like we can change it to how are you, and it will say, and there's no duration of it. It will be forever. Okay, and we can remove it over here like this, or also delete it by right clicking on it, delete block. Okay, so we can change it to when clicked, and then we can also change its costume. So here you see a costume button right before the code one. So when you click on it, so it shows 4 costumes. This Abby Abby sprite has 4 costumes. Is Abby 1, this one, Abby A, Abby B, in which she looks like she's thinking, Abby C, and Abby D. So these have 4 costumes, and when we select it, you can see that on the stage that also gets changes. So we can select this one, like so we can know that Abby B is this one, and if you want that, you can that while saying this, she changes her costume to Abby B. She opens her face, she opens her mouth like this, so you can edit that. So what we can do is, so we can do that when clicked. So first when the button clicked, when the code is started, when the story or anything which you're making started, So at that time, this costume is needed, and after that, you can go to this option called control, where you can have many things like wait, which stops the code for some time. It has it waits, repeat, forever, and many more blocks which you will be learning further. So you can click on this, wait 1 second, or you can also change this code. Like I can 2 seconds of it. Okay, wait 2 seconds, and then we can also write. Then we have checked that costume number 2 is like this. So what we can do now, we will go there and switch costume 2. We will select like this. A drop down menu will come, and Abby B will select and put this over here. So this audio is at when we will start it. So it will be like this. We'll wait some seconds and wait. We need to add that hello part. So I will add it over here. So when I click, so it says hello, and then it changes its costume. So you can see when we click over it, it changes it, right? So that's how this costume thing works. Now we have some another things to do. We have learned how to change costumes. Now we can add backgrounds. So what is a backdrop? A backdrop is a background in Scratch. So in this button, you can select your backgrounds. You can just search backdrop which are from default by Scratch. You can paint some backdrops. You can have some surprise backdrops. They just give you the backdrop, any random backdrop, and this is the upload backdrop, where if you have it anywhere on your computer, so you can give it on Scratch. So we will choose a backdrop from the Scratch. So here are many options. So for now, I will select, they are loading. So for now, I'll select bedroom 2. So until it's loading, so you can see that Abby is in a bedroom. That's a backdrop. It looks nice, okay? So that's a backdrop. So now you can do this code that while she's saying, the backdrop gets changed. The background, while she's saying, that gets changed. So you can do that. How you can do that is go to the option from looks, switch backdrop to, and you can select bedroom 2. So switch backdrop to bedroom 2. So what we will do after she changes her costume to Abby B, so we can put there, and when the program is started, so we can put backdrop 1, which is the plain white backdrop. So let's have a look. So it is plain, and after the time the waiting is done over here, the 2 seconds is done, so it gets changed. So that's how you can process it. And now we can change its size. How we can change its size? So for now, okay, I'll keep them. So you can see this button, change size by 10. You can also edit this, like change size by 50. Okay, so here you can see that the default size of every sprite is 100. So here we can do it to change size by 50 or 10, anything. So we can put it over here and select from the events when clicked. Okay, and also take a control button. So we'll take a repeat button. Now what does that do? It repeats the code which is written in it, which is enclosed in it. And here's a button that it will repeat that same thing 10 times. We can change that number, that I want it to repeat it 20 times, or I want it 5 times, anything I can do it. So I'm doing it 5 times, and I'll selecting over here. So when I click the green button, so it changes its size by 55 times. It repeats it. So let's have a look. So Abby has grown big. You can see. And to reduce her size back again, so we'll put a wait block. So after all that's done, she can wait 1 second, her size will be there, and then there's a button, set size to 100%, or anything which we want, like set size to 90 also we can do. set size to 99, any size. Okay, so I'll choose set size to 100%. Means it will set its size to the default one, the normal one. So let's have a look. The size is big and after some time it gets small. Okay, right? So that's how the way it gets works. And now I'm going to tell you that how they can also think, like they say, like she's saying hello, she can also think, which is not known to the other person in Sprite. Means just imagination. Okay, so this is the button think, and these are unlike the hello ones. These are also two, which has a particular duration and which goes forever. So for now, I'll choose think. We can also change the text. I will think. What's your age? I can do that. Okay. Think what's your age. So after that, bedroom changes that the backdrop changes to bedroom. So then I can do that. I had put it over here, and now let's check it. So its size goes big and then small, and what's your age? So this when she's thinking, so it looks like a dialog box which has a pointed corner, and here it has dots corner. Means she's thinking, right? And I've thought that it would never end. This forever one. Okay. So as you can see that when I added this think block, the say one has now gone. Now it is not had. This is not here for forever, right? You can see that thing. So you can clear it that way. Now I'm going to show you that it has some color effects. So you can see this button, change color, and they have many effects like fisheye effect, world effect, pixelate, mosaic, brightness, and ghost effect. So an effect by 25 means we can change it like a 50, change that number. That's a number, okay? So I can do it like when the 100 size change its color. So its color effect be changed by 25. So I can also change it like I can do it to 50. So its color will be saturated or brightened to 50% more. So let's have a look. So you can see that she is turned into Hulk. Her color has changed, right? And now we can also remove that set color effect to 0. After that, like when we can do that, just a minute. Yeah, so we can put it over here. So when it started, so we want it to be normal, and after that her color changes, right? And here's a button, clear graphic effects, which clears all the effects which we have done. Like you can see that there are many effects. So like I will select the pixelate effect. So have a look at this one, and I'll delete this one by right clicking. Have a look, and you can see that she gets pixelated. She has some pixels. I can also change that thing to world. She would be world over. And you can see that she has curved a bit. Have a look at her hands. Okay, so that's a world effect. And now the mosaic one. And the mosaic one works. It gets repeated. It gets duplicated. Sprite gets duplicated. And brightness. So it would be brightened. You can see that she's bright now. And ghost effect, which will make it fade. You can see that it's transparent. It's translucent for now. Okay, and the starting it gets clear, and the fisheye effect it will look like this. Yeah, it's quite silly. Okay, and all the effects you can clear like with this button, clear graphic effects. So, and when you click on it, so all the effects are gone. You can see, right? So that's how it's works. And now there's a button, show and hide. Like you can show it and hide it while the project. Like when I click this button, when the project starts, so I want it to show. Okay, and when she thinks, So I wanted to hide. Okay, so have a look at this. So she's saying everything on. So now she's gone. She's hidden. Okay, so and when I click it, so as I have written the show button, so it will show again. If I hadn't had that show button, so she would have been hidden like the always. You can also change it by this button over here, but that would break the code a bit. Okay, so these are the buttons for now in the looks option. In the next video, I will be telling you about the motion and the sound effects. Till then, bye bye.